Hello, Tom from Flagstone, Canada. We are doing a quick move-in inspection live video broadcast through Facebook. Right now we are in front of this house FSC121 at 890 Cottonwood. So here is the front. As you can see, it's been all thoroughly cleaned. The front grass has been cut well. This is basically the front end, very nice and clean. And we are going to go out and do a quick video tour in front of the garage. But now let's go into the house. So this is basically the front door. As you can see, everything looks good and nice, clean. And here is the landing area. Landing area is all being thoroughly cleaned. This is the entrance area, and this is the front. And here is the way it goes downstairs, and here is the way it goes upstairs. Paint, flooring, everything is very nice and clean. This is a little bit of paint paid off. That is pretty common. And here is basically the floor. As you can see, very nice and clean. The carpet is very clean, being cleaned as well. It's a little bit of paint scratch here. So let's step up to the upstairs. And here is basically the big living room area. The carpet is very clean, steamed cleaned. And here is the baseboard. We go close, and it looks pretty good. We do a quick check, and we can see there's no dust, so it's being cleaned very well. Here is the window, and also you can see it's very nice and clean. So this is basically the overall of the living room area. As you can see, they are very nice and clean as well. Yeah, this is just a little gadget put on for some sort of door. The paint is perfectly good. And here is the living room area. Let's do a quick test. Light works well. And what we normally do for the sink is we let them run on one side for a while, and then for 30 seconds and more, see if there's any backup, and if not, then we go to the next one. Okay, so let's it run, and we just check pretty much everything here. Very clean, fully replaced. Yeah, it's very good. Stove is being cleaned, but we do notice there is a bit of black mark underneath, so that is need to be basically recorded. Okay, so that's for that. And bottom is very clean and nice. There is no water blushing coming out, so we just use the other one. And we do notice we have one of this and the other one we don't. So let's double check to see if we have any extra. No. This is basically the underneath. There's no leaking, nothing. So it's very nice and clean. So this is the microwave. Again, nice and clean. And as you can see, there are two dents on the top of the fridge. But other than that, it's very good, nice fridge. And thoroughly clean, very nicely. Very, very beautiful, clean, nicely. Okay, so again, here is no water backup. So we just, no leaking, no nothing. So everything is perfectly fine in terms of plumbing. So This is the countertop, nice, beautifully cleaned. Another side of the countertop, again, nice and beautifully cleaned. Let's take a look here. And as you can see, it's very nice and clean, nothing there. And nice and clean, nothing there. Okay, so this is pretty much it. And let's do a so dishwasher, we take a look. Everything is good, nice and clean. No problem here. And countertop all good, but we do notice there is a little bit chipped off on the corner from the sink, but 2 feet away on the right. Okay, so there is a little chip off. Other than that, everything else looks good. So we don't really have too much to check here. Good. And this has been all checked. Very good. Ceramic style surface. Fridge, stove looks good. A little bit of stain here, could be better, but you know, it's reasonably clean. Nothing too special here, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So that is conclude the inspection for the living room, for the living kitchen room, the kitchen and the dining room, let's say. Floor is good. It's kind of a little bit of debris on here, on the corner. So we should be able to do a better job than this, but overall it looks good. There's no dust, as you can see, very nice. The baseboard is thoroughly clean. Other than that, it's good. Take a quick peek on the deck. A few flower pot on the corner. We may just step out and take a look. Okay, so and here is a little bit dirty. We could clean a little bit better, but other than that, it looks good. Everything here looks fine. Pot. The whole backyard has been cleaned very thoroughly. There's another piece. And overall it looks very nice and clean. And here is the, I believe this is the electric meters reading. So we just take this number. Other than that, everything else looks good. This is kind of on the top, small storage area, nothing too special. Yeah, the owner did a very good job to replace a piece of deck. Overall, the deck is in reasonably good condition. And we do notice on the edge, this has been broken. So that has to be taken care of before summer coming. So this is okay for now. But just need to make sure we know this is the issue need to be taken care of. And lock it. Now let's move on to the, all good, yeah. Yeah, this works perfect. Light. Seems there is one light is not really lighting up for some reason. Oh, I see. Okay, so it must be light here. Okay, so it's perfectly fine here. We just leave it up. Pantry right at here. Beautiful, nice, clean. Very beautifully. And here is the thermostat. It's been set at around 70. Okay, so it works fine. Now let's go into the bathroom here. So the bathroom overall looks good, nice and clean. Again, we do a quick test to make sure there's no leaking or nothing. Yeah, everything works perfectly fine here. Owner did a very good job. Keep everything nice and clean. So we just go the clockwise and make sure everything has been checked. It's good. Yeah, it's reasonably clean. Okay, so let's take a look here. There's no leaking, no nothing. So it seems okay. Floor, there's could borrow a little bit more cleaning. Overall, it's not too bad, but there is a few almost like some sort of stain on the floor. Just need to be aware. And we do notice the floor is a little bit dust at the corner, so could borrow some more cleaning here. Here is fine. Let's do the so water test seems okay, flowing reasonably well, because they are a flat bottom, so there is a little bit of water hold up, which is nothing uncommon, so it should be okay here. Do a quick water flush and make sure it's okay. And we do notice the edge of the toilet is not, could be better. That's the way we put it. But overall, it's fine. Okay, so it's a little bit unclean here, and other than that, it seems okay. And we do notice on the here ceramic, you can see there is a quite a big chip. It's about, if you use my finger, you can tell is kind of the size of the whole thumbnail. Okay, little bit bump up here, but let's do a quick test in terms of the water flush. Bottom looks good. It's overall, it looks nice and clean. Window, everything is fine. Quality wise is good. Okay, so notice that there is a bit backup, so we may need to do a bit of cleaning here. Okay, and I do notice the floor. This one is good, but here, as you can see, it's moving a little bit, so it could borrow some better caulking here. Maybe somehow need to be fixed a little bit better. So, because I'm a little bit concerned in terms of the long-term leaking from this end. And the bottom dripping is a little bit slower than the average. Few stain here on the wall, as you can see. One door stopper missing. So that's basically the overall condition for bathroom, smaller room, upstairs, nice and clean. There is ceiling fan there. Everything here looks good. Window looks fine, perfectly okay, and that's good. Okay, so this is a pulling out type of okay, so this is basically what it is. So overall, we can see the house is in very good condition, nice and clean, no problem. let's take a look on the stage here. As you can see, this is also very nicely laid out. And here is another thing. That's the second bigger room. As you can see, the floor, the carpet is been beautifully cleaned, painted, beautifully fine. There's a few nails though, you can see, okay? There's a few nail holes, as my finger pointed out. Quite a bit nail holes on one wall, which is being captured. As you can see, there is another kind of nail hole here on top of ceiling. I just zoom in a little bit so you can see it's better. Nothing big deal, but I think we should record it. Overall, looks good. There's no very clean. As you can see my finger here, no dust at all. Very beautiful clean. And window track here is a bit old style window, but it's been cleaned very well. Okay, so overall looks good. Let's take a look on the closet. It looks very nice. There is a hiding spot. Okay, so but overall it looks good. One thing I want to show everybody here is I think it's very smart way of doing the door stopper. Instead of put the bottom as normally people do, this door stopper is on top. How smart is that? I really like it. It's nothing really special, but it is just tells me it is a brilliant way of doing something that's so creative. I like it so much. Okay, so we did pretty much inspection here on upstairs. Now let's go downstairs. Take a quick peek. So the downstairs is basically also fully finished, as you may see very quickly. And we are going to go into this living room section. It's again, flooring, everything has been thoroughly finished. Clean, nice, no dust at all. As you can see, I would say it's actually a little bit dust. But not too bad. I would say, look at this is my hand. Okay, so it does have a little bit, but I will say very simple mop should be finished. I understand this was electric. This is an electric stove. So I will just plug it in and make sure it's working fine. Look at this. How beautiful is that? So I think the owner did fantastic work. There used to be old style furnace, but he instead put a very beautiful, nice, thoughtful electric style heater, so that it just matched so beautifully. Yeah, it's something very nice. And this is the old style, which has been proper wrapped up already. So that's basically the whole basement. There's nothing too much here. I think this is basically the decorated wall. So it's a nice and beautiful space for kids to play. And here we just goes into the living room. The utility room. As you can see, there is a few probably a lino there for anywhere if there's need some sort of fix, and there's a bit of paint on the bottom. Few things left which is could be used anywhere in the house, so we didn't bother taking them out. And this is washer. Place like this could be cleaned better, but overall not too bad. Not quite sure what are those things, but I guess the new residents move in can do whatever they want. Again, those are the places to take away from, to be cleaned a little bit better. Okay. Other than that, I think overall it looks good, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's for this. And now let's move down to this place. Is the other room, or you can call it bathroom. No, this is in suite, I call it, because it got a bathroom connected there. But overall, the door looks good. Somehow I think there is one key associated with this. Let's double check. I think. Yeah. That's not for that. Let's hope. Yeah, so we need to figure out if there is a key for this one or not, but right now that looks like we do. Okay, so I will double check. And here, everything looks good, nice, clean, no problem here. Overall here is fine. On the left door here, as you can see, this panel can actually be open. And again, you got a little underneath section. You know, kids can hide in there, so parents be aware. If you can't find your kids, maybe check out here. They may be doing the Halloween trick with you. Overall, here this looks beautiful and nice. Nothing too much. I think there's a bit of dust on the surface here. As you can see, my finger, it does show a bit dust. So just a record, but nothing really too bad. This is fine. So let's get a quick overview on this section. You know, you can see the floor has been thoroughly cleaned, nothing wrong, everything looks good. Okay, this is fine. And let's do a quick flush check on this bathroom. Perfectly flowing very well. Water test on this one. Again, there's another bathroom. Do a quick check. Open and close. Very solid finish. Beautiful job. Nice stuff. As you can see, I step here is very strong. Very strong. Okay? So I would say overall it's good, and this has been beautifully covered up. I think there is some access panel for the upstairs, but I think this has been done beautifully. Paint nicely. Okay, so this is the section underneath. Nice and clean. Here, water test perfectly fine, no problem. Okay, so I think here as well, water flowed very well. No issue at all. So this kind of conclude overall inspection of the whole house. And as you can see, this is the basement bathroom. It's beautifully finished. Very nice. Other than that, I think this pretty much concludes everything we need to record. And that's another thing. I think the owner mentioned that they have a beautiful custom-made doors for this one. Brilliant. Looks so nice. Okay, so this one looks very, very well finished. Beautifully done. Just need to be aware when you push it. As you can see there, I will just show you. When you push it, just you need to be a little bit gentle. Okay, so that could be an issue. I don't know. Maybe we could put some sort of stopper on the other side. yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned when the people push too hard, it could cause some issues here. Okay, so we may need to consider to put a door stopper either up or down somehow, so that they won't really push too hard. Okay, but other than that, beautifully finished. This is really pretty much it. I think we conclude the inspection for the whole house inside, and we will come back do a quick video showing, but other than that, it's good. Now let's go upstairs, go outside and take a quick look on the garage, backyard, surrounding area, so on. Okay, so let's go. So now let's go outside. This is good. Everything looks fine, and here is the garbage place, and that's the other garbage is being left there. This is the backyard area, and here is the door we can access. As you can see, the backyard can be thoroughly, it's very nice, huge backyard, beautifully. And let's go the other end and take a look. This will be the garbage here. This is the gas meter, so we can have a very clear reading for the gas meter. We will take a quick picture once finished here. Other than that, you can see the underneath the deck. This is what it looks like. That's the other side of the house. So that's pretty much the overall backyard, which going to be a nice heaven for our new clients, for their children. Okay, so we will see anything here we can do. Okay, so there must be a. So this is a door for the garage. Automated door open, very nice. This is the back of the. This is what they have for the firewood. A little bit of paint, and the light on top, beautifully cleaned. So this is basically the overall of the house. Okay. So I will just close from here, and it tested, everything works fine. This is the. Okay, this is good. Okay, so that's tested. That is the light, and that's pretty much for the garage. Little bed, flower bed, going to be very nice for the future in the summer. Other than that, this is it. Okay, so we have pretty much the whole inspection for this beautiful house. It is Halloween, and happy Halloween, everybody.